Hello, this is Miss Jackie from the Ohio County Virtual Lions Club. I'm going to read Froggy Gets Dressed by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkowitz. So if you like this story, make sure you check out our free little libraries all around town. Froggy Gets Dressed. "Go back to sleep, Froggy," said his mother. "Don't you know? Frogs are supposed to sleep all winter. Wake up when the snow melts." Oh, look, Froggy's dad is snoring. "Go back to sleep, Froggy," said his mother. "Don't you know? Frogs are supposed to sleep all winter. Wake up when the snow melts." "No, no," cried Froggy. "I'm awake. Awake. I want to go out and play in the snow." So Froggy put on his socks. Zoop. Put on his boots. Zup. Put on his hat. Zat. Tied on his scarf. Zwit. Tucked on his mittens. Zum. And hopped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oops!" cried Froggy. "I forgot to put on my pants." He flopped back inside, flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat, pulled off his boots, and left his socks on. But he slipped his pants on. Zip. Then he pulled on his boots. Zup. He pulled on his hat. Zat. Tied on his scarf. Zwit. Tugged on his mittens. Zum. And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oops!" he cried. "I forgot to put on my shirt." "And your coat," added his mother. He flopped back inside, flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left on his pants, boots, and socks, and buttoned up his shirt. Soot, soot, soot. Then he snapped on his coat. Snap! Put on his hat. Zat! Tied on his scarf. Zwit! Tucked on his mittens. Zum! And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. "Froggy!" called his mother. "What?" yelled Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. He had on his mittens. He had on his scarf. He had on his coat. He had on his shirt. He had on his pants. He had on his boots. He had on his socks. He reached up. Yep, he had on his hat. What could be missing? "Your underwear!" His mother laughed. "Oops!" cried Froggy. Looked more red in the face than green. He flopped back inside, flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, unsnapped his coat, unbuttoned his shirt, unzipped his pants, pulled off his boots, took off his socks. He left his hat on, and he slipped his long johns on with a zap of elastic. Then he put on one sock, zap, pulled on one boot, zoop, tucked on one mitten, zum, started to tuck on the other and let it drop and said, "I'm too tired." And he went back to sleep. Good night, Froggy. Froggy's a good story, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you check out our free little libraries all over town so you can keep reading. Bye-bye.